Edgar Allan Poe (1809–1849). An American writer and critic who is credited with refining the short story form and inventing the modern detective story, Poe has been denied the full respect due his accomplishments. The details of his life, rife with reports of gambling, drinking, addiction to opiates, and other profligate behavior, combined with his marriage to a 13-year-old cousin, have overshadowed his achievements, which include the publication of more than 350 poems, short stories, and critical reviews and essays, and his influence in creating a uniquely American form of literature, as well as his continuing influence on contemporary literature and culture. Poe was born on January 19, 1809, in a boarding house on Carver Street, in Boston, near the Boston Common, while his actor parents, Elizabeth Arnold Hopkins Poe (1787–1811) and David Poe, Jr. (1784–1811), were on tour. His elder brother, William Henry Leonard Poe (1807–1831), was also born in Boston, but his sister Rosalie Poe (1810–1874) was born in Richmond, Virginia. Edgar's father had been studying to be a lawyer but abandoned that career when he joined an acting troupe and married Elizabeth Arnold Hopkins, who had been widowed less than a year before. Edgar's paternal grandfather, David Poe, Sr. (1742–1816), was a prominent member of Richmond society, a distinguished veteran of the American Revolution, and the former deputy quartermaster of Baltimore, as well as a wealthy man, but he disowned his son when David Jr. abandoned law for the stage. David Poe's lack of acting talent and critics' harsh reviews led to his lack of popularity on stage, and his heavy drinking and violent temper made him a poor bet as a wage earner. After he deserted his wife and 3 children in July 1811, leaving them impoverished, Edgar's mother struggled to feed her children by continuing to take any stage roles she was offered, although she was already ill with tuberculosis and died only months later. Accounts of her death relate that she and her children were living in a poorly heated room, with straw on the floor for their beds. The 3 children were with her as she died and were found huddling close to their dead mother. To know more about his life, read this book, Critical Companion to Edgar Allan Poe, a literary reference to his life and work, link of download in description box. About a literary reference to his life and work book. Critical Companion to Edgar Allan Poe is a comprehensive guide to Poe's life and work. It is designed to be useful both for those readers who know Poe well and for those coming to Poe for the first time. Readers of Edgar Allan Poe A to Z, upon which this critical companion is based, will find this volume different in important ways. The first difference is that this volume contains new commentary sections analyzing Poe's major tales and poems and expanded sections on important characters in the tales. It also contains more than 20 additional new illustrations. The second and most obvious difference is that rather than featuring a single, alphabetical listing of Poe's works, fictional characters, relevant people, places, and topics, this volume is divided into 4 parts. Download the book in the link below.